Hello everybody. Today is a Sunday morning. I woke up a little late than usual. Saturday night I was just so lazy, and every time I just walk towards my dog and just take him out of the cage as soon as I wake up. He loves to stay there, and also the trainer recommend us to keep him in the cage. Oh, this is our morning love, and it's time to make some coffee for the household. Just adding water. Now I'm making 10 cups this morning for everybody. Me and my husband, we drink a lot of coffee. And it's a potty time for this beautiful dog. And we make a spot for him. Oh, it's so cold. And I generally wash his paws with just plain water because they really got dirty. Sometimes he step on his foot, and that's how it gets dirty. And I dry him. Those white towels are just for him. I use them and I wash them very often. And it's time to wash them for the whole week. I use towels for him. I use white because I use bleach. They are very dirty and infected. Now that's why I'm gonna close the laundry. As you see, yes, I mean, sometimes it happens. I mean, it's just so dirty. Those dishes are from last night. I didn't, and they all dry up. It's unbelievable. I felt like I'm in the college again. One more time. So I'm just taking the dry dirt off it because I'm gonna put them in a dishwasher, but I have to wash them before I put them because dishwashers is just for sanitizing. That's how I see it, because they never clean it properly. Never. I use this 7th generation powder. It's the best one on EWG's list, and this is A+ in chemicals. Means very eco-friendly, and you can basically use it something you eat. And those are the dishes that I cannot put in the dishwasher, so I'm just giving them in a hot water a quick wash. It's time to clean the counters, and my multi-purpose cleaner helps me a lot. It takes all the stains. This black countertop is not easy to maintain. It shows any stain easily, especially water drop. When the water drops and dries, it's really, you just need to keep it clean. And look at this stove. Huh? Yep, I mean, it happens. This thing got super dirty on Saturday. I don't remember what we cooked, and I didn't clean it. So before I prepare the breakfast, I gotta go over all those things because I cannot prepare breakfast in such a messy kitchen. So for Sunday breakfast, I have to go through all those things. By the way, I only use tablets for my multi-purpose cleaner. I mentioned it in my other video too. So I just fill it up with the hot water, and then that's my tablet. I just dissolve the tablet, and I have my multi-purpose cleaner, and it really cleans well, and it's like very pet friendly, kid friendly, and eco friendly. It's a company that I just discovered through YouTube. Okay, it's time to put the clean dishes away. And I'm drying the ones that I have washed because they just keep a lot of space on the counter. So when I dry them and put them away, I'm gonna have a lot of space so that I can work and I always recycle. Before breakfast, it's time to recycle. It's time to prepare the breakfast. I'm gonna make some spinach egg. I put some celery, onion, and spinach in it. And also I put a lot of spices. If you can see my spices on the counter. And the eggs. Also I put some feta cheese before I turn it off. I'm not following a keto diet, but I try to follow a low carb diet. I cannot cut all the carbohydrates in my diet, but I'm trying to keep it as low as possible. And after quick breakfast, I had to prepare some lunch, but this is gonna be also lunch for my son to take for the school lunch. I'm gonna make a lentil quinoa meatball. Actually, it's not a meatball, but I'm gonna make lentil quinoa balls. So I put 2 cups of red lentils and 2/3 of quinoa, and I put 3.5 cup water. I can write the recipe down the video. This is also very low carb, and it has a lot of fiber in it, and it keeps you really full. I love that. It's very healthy, and you just boil it in like reduced heat, and you just cover it and let it boil. And I prepare the sauce for it. It's just like you just cut 2 onions, 5 garlic, olive oil, and just on the stove top I just saute them. I don't know how to spell it. And I put some pepper paste. That's the trick, not the tomato paste, but the pepper paste in it, and it makes a lot of difference in taste. So I just save this thing after I cook, because my lentil and quinoa is still boiling. And I always wash. I cook and I wash at the same time. As you see, it's still hot. I shouldn't do it. They say it's not good to do it. And I have a special brush for the iron cast. So I just clean it as soon as I finish cooking. Otherwise, it just turns like a nightmare like I did last night. So this morning it took me a while to prepare the breakfast. Generally I just do that way. I just cook and clean and cook and clean at the same time. Once in a while I just go back to my college days, and as you see, I'm just washing the knife, because I don't have a lot of knife. I have like 4 knives that I love using. So every time I use them, I just wash them by hand. And they don't recommend to put them in a dishwasher also. And the cutting board also the same way, and I just dry it with my cotton towels or tea towel. They are very handy. Now I'll just put some oil, and my cast iron is clean and ready to use, and I'll just put it away. Now it's time to prepare the green that I'm gonna put in this lentil bowl. I use romaine hearts, and I always use vinegar to clean them. And I use green onion, 5 green onion, romaine hearts, and Italian parsley. I'm going to, and as you see, I'm washing again what I have used. That way it's a lot easy to maintain overall. And now I just rinse them and I'm going to dry them. Oh, now we just wanted to have some snack because we had the breakfast. Now my son asked me a snack, so this is a very healthy snack. This is a raw almond. I'm going to bake them just a little bit in the oven, like 10 minutes till they smell nice. I'm checking also, and it's I checked it and then it was done, so it's time to mix it. Here I put a lot of spice, but my main spices are curry, turmeric, salt of course, cumin, and black pepper. You can just taste and put some more, add some more, taste and add some more, however you wish. You just, I mean, I don't have a, I cannot tell you like put 1 teaspoon or 2 teaspoons. Totally up to you. You decide. It's just easy to edit. And I'm gonna let this thing now cool off, and it's time to rinse, dry them. Set them aside. I'm going to chop the green onions and Italian parsley really small. This is bananas in my stash bag, silicone bag, and I freeze them. I add this video here because this was a day before. I freeze my bananas, and my almonds are done, so I just cut them small, put them in a small jars because I will use them. Now it's time to do my snack. Frozen bananas and some vanilla. Just food processor. That's it. And you have a wonderful banana ice cream. I don't know you guys, but we just eat this literally every day. And I'm putting this roasted almond on it. My son loves it. And me, I'm a chocolate person, so I put some cocoa powder, and this is mine. Now this mommy is giving a break, and I gave a good break. I just watched 1 or 2 episodes of my Netflix series. Here, just enjoy my banana ice cream. And after that, of course, back to kitchen. This thing gets a little cold, and I put my greens in and I shape them. And we ate them as a lunch. Actually, late lunch. You can use the romaine hearts like a wrap, and you put some lemon on it before you eat, and you just wrap it up in the romaine hearts and you eat it. It's delicious. So it's getting a little dark here, so I did some ironing, and my son's clothes, my husband's clothes, and everything. So I'm just putting them away, and that day is over. This is 6 a.m. in the morning. And I woke up, do some makeup because I'm gonna take my son to work. I'm sorry, to school for work. And I just do a little bit of makeup because it just makes me feel good. Even I'm at home, it just makes me feel better when I look in the mirror. Sometimes I don't do, but whenever I can, I prefer to do it. And that's it. So here is 6:20 a.m. something, and it's dark. My husband has already left for work. So he's leaving around 5 something, and it's my time.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh. Hey.
He's a cutie pie. All right, opening. Let the sunshine get in. Time to wake up. And of course, laundry room, my routine. And taking out dishes and putting them away. Clean dishes from dishwasher. Boiling some egg for breakfast for my son. And coffee time, of course. And today I'm using my other coffee maker, and I prepared his lunch and snack, and I love the smell, nice smell, so I'm just lighting some scent for the house, getting my coffee, preparing the breakfast. Generally he eats eggs, cheese, olive, some walnuts. In the morning, he doesn't eat a lot, so I don't force him because they have a snack around 10:30. Oh, here's my two babies. Quick breakfast. And on the way back, I'm gonna recycle them at Stop by Target. And I'm home. I left the kids to school, and I'm just tidying the bed now. It's around 8 something, 8:30 something. And I did my recycling, Stop by Target. And the end.